Have you ever, thought about transforming your own space, like your living room, maybe even your bedroom, into a proper cinema experience? But without all the usual hassle, right? No massive complicated setup, no dedicating a whole room, and definitely not spending a fortune. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into a device that seems to promise just that. It's the Dangbei DBOX02 4K projector. We saw a review calling it a home cinema game changer. So our mission here is really unpack why. What are the key things you need to know to understand how this pretty compact and stylish box could actually shake up home entertainment? We're talking premium visuals, decent sound, smart streaming, all packed in. Let's get into it. So first off, right out of the box, the DBOX02, it looks good. Really minimalist design.
Yeah, it's quite modern. It doesn't scream projector, blends in nicely.
Exactly. It doesn't feel bulky, and it's light enough to move around easily, which is a plus.
Definitely portable, between rooms, maybe even for an outdoor movie night, weather permitting.
And the setup. Sounds pretty simple. Plug it in, connect to your Wi-Fi.
And you're basically there. It's designed to be, well, very straightforward. And I think what's really important there for you, the listener, isn't just that it's easy, it's how that accessibility changes things. It doesn't demand you build a special room. It kind of slots into your life, your space. That's a big deal compared to older home cinema ideas.
Okay, let's shift to the big one. Picture quality. This thing is native 4K.
Which is already a great start. Sharp, detailed image.
But then there's the brightness. It's rated at 2,450 ISO lumens. That sounds like a lot.
It is. For a home projector, especially in this sort of category, that's really quite bright.
So what does that actually mean day to day? Does it free you from needing a super dark room, that sort of projector cave?
That's exactly the point, and yeah, it largely does. 2,450 lumens means you get a punchy, visible image even with some ambient light. Like drawing the curtains on a Sunday afternoon is probably enough. You don't need total blackout conditions for casual viewing.
Okay.
Of course, for the absolute best contrast, the richest blacks, dimmer is always better. That's just physics.
Sure.
But this level of brightness makes it genuinely viable as, say, a TV replacement, not just something for special movie nights in the dark. It broadens when and how you can use it.
And it supports HDR10. Does that actually, make a visible difference for most people? Is it just a spec or?
Oh, absolutely. It makes a difference. HDR10 isn't just letters on a box. It expands the contrast range and the color volume. So you see more detail in the really bright parts and the really dark parts of the picture at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Think like the sun glinting off something or subtle textures and shadows. It makes the image pop more, feel more dynamic, more lifelike. It adds depth.
Gotcha. And then there's the sheer size it can project. Up to 200 inches, apparently?
Yeah, the potential is huge.
Realistically, I imagine most people are going to aim for maybe 80 to 120 inches for regular viewing.
That's generally the sweet spot, yes. For optimal brightness and sharpness, that's usually where you'd land.
But having that option to go massive for a big game or a movie night, what happens when you push it to that 200-inch limit? Any trade-offs?
Well, yeah, there are practical limits. When you spread the same amount of light over a much larger area, like 200 inches, the image will naturally appear a bit dimmer.
Right, makes sense.
And you might notice it seems a little softer compared to, say, a 100-inch image. It's still watchable, definitely gives you that wow factor for an event, but day to day, that 80, 120-inch range probably gives the best balance of size and punch. But just having the option to go bigger is pretty cool.
Okay, so picture sounds impressive. But, amazing visuals can be kind of let down by weak audio. How does the DBOX02 handle sound? It mentions Dolby Audio and DTS support.
Right. And look, built-in projector audio often gets a bad rap, sometimes deservedly, but this one is actually surprisingly capable. The support for Dolby and DTS means it's trying to create a more immersive, spacious sound field directly from the unit.
And does it succeed? Is dialogue clear?
Yeah, dialogue clarity is reported to be quite good, which is crucial, and there's a decent sense of depth. Now, let's be realistic. It's not going to replace a dedicated multi-speaker surround sound system.
Of course not.
But compared to the tiny speakers in many projectors, it's a definite step up. Perfectly fine for watching TV shows or movies casually without needing extra gear.
And if you do want more sound, it has Bluetooth, I see, so connecting a soundbar or other speakers is easy.
Exactly. That Bluetooth connectivity is key for flexibility. You can easily pair it with a decent soundbar or maybe some external Bluetooth speakers.
Or even headphones for watching late at night.
Yep, or headphones for private listening. It gives you options, which is always good. You're not stuck with just the internal audio.
All right, let's talk smarts. This isn't just a dumb projector, right? It has built-in Google TV.
Correct. And that basically turns it into a standalone entertainment hub, much like a smart TV.
So you get that familiar Google TV interface, smooth navigation, hopefully.
Yeah, users find it pretty intuitive, especially if you've used Android TV or Google TV before, and you get access to the Google Play Store for apps.
And things like YouTube, Disney Plus, Prime Video are likely preloaded.
Usually, yes. The standard big streaming apps are there.
But here's something that often trips projectors up. Netflix. How does the DBOX02 handle that?
Yes. This is actually a huge win for this device, and honestly, quite rare. It has official native Netflix support, meaning you just open the Netflix app that's on there, log in, and you can stream in full 4K quality, assuming your internet and subscriptions support it.
No weird workarounds, no sideloading apps or streaming from a laptop.
Nope, none of that hassle. Dangbei clearly worked directly with Netflix to get this certified. For many people considering a projector, the lack of easy, high-quality Netflix is a major turnoff.
Wow, okay. It's actually a pretty big deal then.
It really is. It removes a significant barrier and makes it feel much more like a complete user-friendly package.
And adding to that convenience factor, I see it has voice control via Google Assistant.
It does. So you can use the remote's microphone to search for content, ask questions, maybe adjust settings just by talking.
Which makes navigating even easier, I suppose, less hunting through menus.
Exactly. It just adds to that streamlined, smart TV-like experience, makes it feel very modern and intuitive to use.
Okay, what about plugging things in? Physical connections.
Seems pretty well equipped there, too. You've got HDMI ports, typically for things like a Blu-ray player, a games console.
It's like a PS5 or Xbox.
Precisely. And USB ports as well, so you could plug in a USB drive with your own movie files or photos.
And wireless options beyond the built-in streaming, like mirroring your phone.
Yep, it supports screen mirroring and casting, so you can easily throw content from your smartphone or tablet up onto the big screen.
So combining the physical ports, the built-in Wi-Fi for streaming, and Bluetooth for audio, it feels quite versatile.
Definitely. It covers most bases for how people consume media today. Whether you're streaming online, playing games, watching a disc, or casting from your phone, it seems ready for it.
That combination of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth really makes it feel, well, properly connected and sort of future-proofed for a while.
So let's try and wrap this up. What's the overall verdict here? It sounds like the Dangbei DBOX02 has a lot going for it. It really does seem to hit a sweet spot.
You've got the fantastic native 4K picture, that impressive brightness we talked about.
Which makes it usable in more varied lighting conditions.
Right. Then there's the surprisingly decent built-in sound with options to expand via Bluetooth. And a really polished, easy-to-use smart TV experience thanks to Google TV.
And critically, that native official 4K Netflix support cannot overstate how important that is for many users.
It just seems to tick a lot of boxes without major compromises, especially at its price point.
Exactly. When you look at the whole package, the image quality, the brightness, the smart features, the ease of use, that Netflix integration, our sources suggest it's suitable for lots of different places. Bedrooms, living rooms, maybe even taking it outside carefully for a special event. It positions itself as a really strong contender, a top-tier projector that kind of punches above its weight, delivering that cinematic feel at home without demanding you become an AV hobbyist.
Okay, so just to recap the core strengths for everyone listening. The Dangbei DBOX02 really simplifies getting that big screen experience. It elevates things with great visuals, solid sound for what it is, and those crucial smart features.
Especially that native 4K Netflix. That's the standout feature for convenience.
Right.
And hopefully this deep dive has given you, the listener, a quick but thorough understanding of what this device offers, how it could help you create that immersive setup you might be thinking about without needing a manual the size of a phone book.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. Given how capable and, frankly, easy-to-use projectors like this DBOX02 are becoming, how might this change the way you think about using your own living spaces? Could something like this actually replace your main TV, pushing entertainment beyond just movie night into everyday viewing? Something to consider.